So continuing on, we are going to read through the play guide for Coda. Coda is an interesting one. So in Coda, now all the characters are looking good. They're looking older, they're looking sharp. I do love me some Coda. Now again, similar to the previous sections, we're going to see kind of easily mapped. We're going to see these routes here, which is nice and simple for us. And then in the following pages, they kind of lay it out a little bit more plainly. So you can see whose route you're going to end up with if you make these choices on these days, which is really nice to be able to really easily see. In case you didn't understand the first guide, here's a more in-depth guide, which is nice. And then which heroine you're going to end up with. I do really appreciate how they laid this all out artistically. It's really well done. The graphics are really well done. Rather than just being a blurb of text on one page, they really set this up nicely. Aesthetically, it's wonderful. So some of the graphics from Coda from the different routes. And then Play Guide Special. So this is going to talk about kind of like some of the stuff which is in the game. For example, here in the introductory chapter, it's going to have a lot of the different music that's played. And a lot of it might sound the same, but if you see here, like Twinkle Snow, there's 3 different versions of Twinkle Snow. There's 3 different versions of Powder Snow. And so it's just kind of like a little bonus information, which is neat. You gotta love that about a guide. It's not just a guide, it's also, hey, what's in the game? These are really cool. Now, because it reviews also the PlayStation version, it also has the trophies that you can get here. So how do you get the trophies? How can you get that platinum 100% gameplay? This will tell you how to do it. So I love that too. If you're a trophy hunter, definitely check this one out. PS3s are region free. You could play it. If you buy this guide 100%, you could play through it in Japanese and get all the trophies. So here we start the event CG gallery. So rather than just being random pictures of the girls, like in the first part, this is going to be scenes from the game, scenes pulled directly from the game. And it tells you kind of when the scene occurs, what's going on, who's the character, and they're color-coded as usual. I love the color coding. It's so cool. It's so well done. So a lot of these probably look familiar. Early on in the introductory chapter, we have the girls there. It starts getting sad with both of them. Man, it's so hard to choose. This game is so heartbreaking at the best of times. But again, we love it. That's why we can't stay away. Gorgeous graphics here. It's an art book and a play guide. I mean, I really, really do enjoy this book. Extremely well done. And this book doesn't actually have anything too crude in it as far as the images go. So there's no worry about anyone picking this up off your bookshelf and thinking, oh, what are you reading? You know. I mean, they might be a little suspicious, but for the most part, this book is the safe for work versions of everything. So all of this different art from the game. This book must have cost a fortune to print. I mean, this is a long, long book. We'll get a page count later on, but all of these images are printed in super high quality, full color. And so then moving on after getting through the CGs, we are in the character portrait gallery and color coded again. And now we have others, which is awesome because we have Takeya. I love Takeya. I love seeing him. He's such a good friend. Now this is neat because by girl, it shows you all these different costumes which are in the game. So it's just kind of fun, geeky content if you want to be able to see all of these. I love glasses and braids Setsuna. It's probably my favorite Setsuna. Although she can't be herself. It's so cute. More outfits of hers. Of course, the hotel scene as well with the towel. Expressions, which is nice. Motion pattern. And now some of these are actually outside of the game as well. If there was actually a White Album 2 concert in Tokyo a while back, and they sold this outfit. Well, the shirt and the scarf. They didn't sell the shorts, but very cool that they actually went ahead and did that. It's pretty expensive these days to get a hold of those clothing items, but they do exist, which I can appreciate. So then moving on to Kazusa's costumes here. She is so beautiful. Costumes and expressions for her. And then the side heroines, they get a little bit less page than the others. But well done. And now we have like other. Well, of course we have Mari-san's page. Cannot forget Mari-san. But then we have a page of the other girls, which is neat. I do like getting to see them. They don't get enough love, these side heroines. Although I do have a couple of doujinshis. If you check out my other videos, some of them are based on the side heroines or the side characters, like less popular than the side heroines, which is always fun to look at. So we have some sketch profiles and then information. So information is pretty much just going over a few official products, how you can get them, when they were released. And if you check out my other videos, I have pretty much all of these. So if you want to check them out, go ahead and take a look in my White Album 2 folders. So we have a lot of the posters, tapestries, phone cards, which are popular in Japan. A lot of the CDs. We have the radio CD as well, White Album 2 radio. The fan club radio is a very, very cool program. And then kind of our final stuff. It's got a lot of the lyrics from the game. So the different songs, the different lyrics in Japanese, of course. And then we come to the end. So the staff which were involved, of course, of White Album 2, and then the special thanks for the book. And the contact information. This was made by Aqua Plus again. So the final page count of this book, it was long. What did we hit? 91 there. So it's just under 95 pages for this book. This book is beautiful, gorgeous. And then our other kind of book sleeve here is Kazusa on the other end. Extremely well done book. So I highly recommend this. Even if you're not a huge White Album 2 fan, I shouldn't say that. Even if you're not a fan of playing the games per se, if you like the anime, if you just like the merchandise or the stuff about it in general, even if you don't plan on playing through the game and you don't necessarily need the guide, I guess I should say, this is such a beautiful art book. So to any kind of fan of White Album 2, I do recommend this one particular. So thank you so much for joining me on this merchandise review, and I will be doing more merch reviews from White Album 2 in the future. So I hope to see you then, and until then, I hope you take care. See you!